Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jared Curry, and I have a banger for you guys today. We're going back in time to my scope marketing days when I used to run an e-com agency on how I actually closed this client. This was back in 2020. It's 2023 at the time of recording this video. Now I run a totally different agency with a fully built out sales team, and I've learned a lot about sales since then. But you can look at my progression from the past to where I'm at now, and wherever you may be at with your agency, beginner, intermediate, and more advanced, right? I think that this video is going to be super valuable to see our entire sales process and see how we used to close clients. Now, this is just the demo call, so if you guys want to see like the discovery call, go ahead, drop a comment below if you're interested. I wasn't sure if I should attach it because it would be a super long video, but I can do a part 2 and upload the discovery. This is a demo call. It's me pitching him, handling objections, and I really think you're going to get a lot of value from it. If you have questions, go ahead, drop them below. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the video. Let me just get my camera up and running. How's your day going? You guys must be staying busy. Jonathan, I checked out your Facebook. I mean, you're killing it.
Yeah, we just got called from a family office / broker dealer. So that's in the investing world, people that manage 100+ million per family. And they're like, we want to get, they normally don't look at funds under 20 million, but our space is the mobile home park space, which is like the hottest asset class. So we just got off the call with them. So it's been like one thing after another.
That's huge, man. That's awesome. Excellent. Congrats. Well, now let's get your e-com stories up to those numbers.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm gonna go ahead and present my screen if that's okay with you guys. Do you guys have a chance to check out our prep call?
Yeah, yep.
Awesome. So, before we get started, to recap exactly what we talked about on this call, unfortunately, you guys, we're dealing with those other agencies. It's not working out too well. Hopefully we can help and fix that for you. And I talked to my CMO. We can make this work, but I just want to get a good, temperature check and make sure you guys understand that since this is a new store, since you don't have the data in place,
it takes a while longer.
It is going to take time. Yep. But as long as you're doing enough testing, as long as you're collecting that data, eventually it will work, which I think you guys already understand. We just need people to spend more than $8 a day. Yeah, no, I hear you on that. Awesome. Okay. So, I'm going to dive in here, but before I begin, today we're going to get started with everything. Day 2, we're going to have our onboarding session. Day 3, we're going to do the audience hypothesis call. So, I know a lot of agencies probably say we're going to do a lot of research, but we actually do a call with you. And we do the research beforehand, and then we just go ahead, make sure that all of our research is, solid in terms of your audience. So we're asking you questions, their pains, everything, because we want to write copy that's going to strike a nerve in your ideal customer. And then day 7 is normally when we have our launch session, which you guys are going to book in. You're going to meet my team, and we're going to tell you what the next course of action is going to be over the next 90 days, and we're just going to get everything jump started. And day 8 is when the revenue growth begins. Do you guys have any questions on that end?
Nope.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. And just out of curiosity, you guys are you are going to be making a decision today, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So I'm just going to share a system really quick. I know your time is valuable, so not going to take up too much of your time, but we're currently like I said, sharing a system that we're currently using to help e-commerce and info product brands quadruple their sales in as little as 6 months. And, I actually own an info product brand myself. So we don't just talk the talk. We actually walk the walk, and I put my money where our mouth is because I'm investing every day. I think we're spending like $300 in ads. So we're really using that brand to just test for our other clients. It's not really a company to make money. We're just using it to test. Just wanted to share that. But I want you guys to meet Taylor. And when we met her, she was stuck in the e-commerce rat race. She had no consistent system to really generate new sales on autopilot. And she was working nights and weekends to grow her business. And she barely had any freedom to live life. She tried press releases, Google ads, magazine spreads, SEO, and even hired 3 different marketing agencies. And if you guys checked out our call prep guide, I think her phone number is there, which you guys could have. I don't know if you called her or not, but it's there. I
saw the retargeting ads too. I saw your sales funnel. So yeah, I saw him and the guy with the big bodybuilder guy.
Yeah.
Awesome. He's like holding. Yeah, I saw that one too. So
awesome. Okay. And none of it really worked for her. And I see this problem all the time amongst most e-com brands. And she ended up having to cross her fingers at the end of every month hoping and relying on sales to come in, and she was still hostage to that e-commerce rat race, as I like to call it. But fast forward to now, she actually went on vacation to Cuba. I didn't believe her, but she sent me a text message, and she said we changed her life forever, and she's forever grateful. She even wrote us a Google review, and we have a 5-star Google rating. And it's not just one review, it's multiple reviews, where she said we produce excellent returns on investment for her. And Taylor's traveling the world looking for a new warehouse. She hired a COO to automate her business. She's donating thousands of headbands for people with cancer, because she owns a headband company. So every headband she sells, she gives to someone with cancer because they lost their hair. And her company valuation is now, she's now $1 million e-com company. And you might be wondering, this sounds great, but does it work for other brands? And I know, you guys were saying you don't even look at case studies anymore because a lot of people, show case studies. Everyone has great case studies. But I'm just going to fly through this really quick, and we can actually go into my ad accounts if you want, and you can see this stuff. But Dream Vessels did over $75,000 with us in her first 45 days with us. When she started, she actually was doing $100,000 a month. She wanted to get to $200,000 a month. Last month, we got her to $230,000. Nice. And we spent $9,000 on ads this month, or this was in May. And we got her at 8x ROAS, and she generates $75,000 from that. And Brandon, he went from $7,000 a month to $21,000 in his first 30 days with us. That's a 300% increase in sales. And Christian Guzman is Alpha Lead Athletics, which if you don't know him, you can check him out on YouTube. He did over 105,000. Yep, Christian's the man. And he did that in 30 days with us. 2,007% return on his investment. Unfortunately, we're not working with Christian anymore right now because they took just to be fully transparent, they took their marketing in-house because it was more cost effective because they were just scaling too fast, but still loves us and we still love him. And he was killing it when we were working with him.
Dude, if he's only spent $7,000, that's a risk for him to find. It's hard to find quality buyers. So he might be coming back to you guys.
Maybe, but he was doing really well even before us. Not gonna lie. I mean,
he's got a million followers.
His YouTube followers, their following's crazy. Yeah,
I know it's insane. It's insane. But Flowers, they generate $661,000 with us. 78% of that was from paid traffic, and we can't forget about Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank.
No, is that from Cameo?
I have to be honest. Yes, it is.
We hired them too.
Yeah,
we did too.
You sure did.
For we have a mobile home park the course coming out. So.
Oh, so you guys have an info product.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So we have 2 funnels being built. One, I'm not even gonna mention. You know who the funnel builder is? He sent us like a 2012. I'll send to you. I was like, his funnel. I'll tell you who it is. Ty Lopez business partner, Rudy. Hello.
Okay, I can hear you guys now. Sorry about that.
Oh, so Rudy from Ty Lopez business partner, whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he did a funnel, but the funnel, he gave us the B team. It's his funnels are very UX, very driven. And especially such as a weird niche, it needs to be very visual. And we had to, we want a good product. He ended up sending a 2012 drag and drop. I have Funnelytics too. Literally the copy and paste templates on Funnelytics are way better. I was like, dude, this is unacceptable. Literally what they sent us was all the photos. I gave them high quality photos. They didn't use any of that. They didn't even use my photos that I have of me. They pulled something off the internet, and then they just put everything drag and drop. I'm like, what is this? And then on top of that, they didn't use the logo. They didn't use the color codes. There's no when you see the funnels, even right here, you have a copy. It's big and it's it's big and it's bold. It was a regular typewriter font. I'm like, it was literally they outsourced it to somebody in the third world that's never done a funnel before. So
it wasn't appealing.
Yeah, so we have a delay now. We're still recording content. I was recording content live, and it's the best content in the industry. We literally bought the other courses just to see what it was, and we definitely have the best content. Plus, I have the longest history in that space. So.
No, that's awesome.
So that could be a potential opportunity for you too. We already have an agency lined up for that. But if he doesn't do well, and you guys do this, you could have that. So because Rudy would have had that as a backup. But he gave us such a crap product, so we're not going to use him for anything else.
Yeah. So do you guys have a funnel now for it, or are you still trying to find it?
We have 2 being built. But the one funnel I told him with this, dude, I'll send a photo. It's
it wasn't the part with anything.
All the photos were even though I provided top-notch photos, they literally went. It was show a chart with an arrow going up, and it's the most basic chart. I'm like,
it was stock Microsoft Word. It was
from 2010.
Terrible.
It was bad, dude. I'll send you an image.
Wow.
So we have to obviously ask to put us back another. Well, it works out timing wise because we have, I would say 3 or 4 more weeks of content. But I've already built up all the ad accounts, the private page for members, everything else, and just itemize the content. I've already done some high level interviews. I just really have to set record more, but everything's been coming at once, like just boom, 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 boom. My 15-hour day is like, so I've got a little like a week behind on that. So
you guys are gonna crush it with that course. I can tell you that. A lot of people want to get into real estate.
Yep, exactly.
You guys are gonna crush it.
Yeah, even the copywriters, like they're like, dude, this is gonna be so easy. Like every copywriter interview that. And one guy we hired, podcasts. So like, you guys are gonna be pretty money too. Yeah.
So we were basically saying everything at the end of the podcast. He goes, "All right, now I'm actually gonna say like, this is awesome." Like before he went, he just let us speak about it, but then afterwards he was like asking us questions for himself, and he was just really intrigued. So yeah, it was that was really cool.
That's huge. Yeah. No, info products are great, and like I said, I have my own, and if you can get the marketing right on those, it's almost 100% margins. It's awesome. But yeah. But that's awesome. And if we can figure it out for your e-com store, like I said, I'd love to jump into your info product because I love info products. But let me finish this and then we can go into some more questions. But like you guys are fund managers, you get this. So I'm gonna compare this with Ray Dalio's hedge fund, Bridgewater Associates, and his average yearly return was 11.5%. And last year, he actually basically lost his clients' money. I think he got like a return of 1%. That's not even, inflation. It's basically wipes out their returns. Over a 20-year slope, by the way. So if you invested $100,000 in the year, you get a respectable $11,500. Now, this is an example return for one of our e-com clients where we literally spent $72,000 and made them $1,036,000. I can go into this account right now. This isn't photoshopped or anything. If you want me to, honestly, just ask. And this was $1,036,000 that we generated them with a 14.
My question to you: why didn't he spend more?
Right? If you saw that kind of return,
I'd be like, dude, I'm gonna put I'm gonna get a unlimited limit to spend $78,000 a month. As long as it's profitable.
Inventory. Right now, she's trying to restock. It's costing her $15 million to fully restock. So she's doing it little by little, but we're telling her she's just gonna have to get like one of those e-com lending companies to lend her the money because
that lady from Toronto, the shark from Toronto, what's the TV show, Dragon's Den or whatever.
Yeah. So that's her problem right now. That's what's holding her back because she's crushing it. But with that in mind, I'm just going to introduce you guys to the system. You guys already have your own agency, so I'm going to go really quick. You understand a lot of this stuff. So this is the 8-figure Blackhawk system. And first, it starts off with the scope paid ads. We're going to be running your Facebook, Instagram ads, your Google display ads, and your YouTube ads. You guys already understand the concept of investing, and you understand that you need to, it's going to take time. We already covered that. So with that being said, we need to do multiple tests. If this is a completely new brand, we have to test the market. We have to get data, and we're going to have to do that for 2, maybe even 3 months before we can even start scaling your campaigns. And that's just me being fully transparent and setting the foundation so that you guys understand that this, isn't going to work in the first 30 days. So the name of the game is brand awareness. And with that, I want to ask you guys, what type of sneakers do you have on right now?
I have none right now. But I have Jordans on the ground, but yeah.
Yeah, I have
Nikes. Okay, perfect. So here's the deal. Nike, they didn't run an advert convincing you to actually buy your product. Now, let me explain. People buy for one of 3 reasons, whether it be convenience, brand awareness, or direct marketing. Direct marketing, you guys already understand that. You're running a TV commercial, billboard, expecting people to buy directly from that. Then there's convenience. I want sushi. I go down the street to a sushi place. They didn't run an advert to me. It just so happened that I wanted sushi and there's a sushi place down the street. So that's kind of like gambling on your business. I know you guys don't want to gamble on your business. And third is brand awareness. It's why you brought your shoes Nike. They didn't run an advert convincing you to buy. It's why I bought my MacBook, because it's an Apple, because I understood the brand. So that's what we want to do for you guys. And it all starts off with Omnipresence. And you guys already understand that. You saw our retargeting ads. So, we, like I said, we don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk. So you guys are probably going to still see our retargeting ads for the next.
Yeah, I just cleared my cookies. So.
Oh, okay, so you're good.
And I think Frank Kern the first person to come up with that the omnipresent language.
I'm not sure actually. It's a great question.
He was the one that first really kind of pushed it.
Yeah, I mean it's always been a strategy, but with digital it's always kind of been a strategy. But He might have been. He definitely might have been. But that's what we want to do for you guys. You have to be everywhere on the internet, and spending $8 a day, like you guys said, you're not going to get that omnipresence feel. You're not going to be able to build a brand because people aren't going to buy off that first touch point. And studies back that up. The rate of people who actually abandon checkout is 77.24%. So that means out of 100 people that initiate a checkout on your website or funnel, only 23 of them are going to actually purchase. So that's almost 77% of your business out the door. When you could, if you were spending more than $8 a day, like the current agency, you could actually, maybe double that number. 46 of them are actually going to purchase because you're retargeting over a period of time, of course, but eventually they're going to come back in. And, here's a real life example of what becoming omnipresent truly does to your brand and what retargeting allows us to do. So with the cold campaigns, we spent $15,000 into ads. We made them $170,000 back. With the retargeting campaign, we spent $6,000, made them $153,000 back. But the return on ad spend was doubled for this client. I believe this was actually a Dream Vessels campaign, but the return on ad spend was doubled for this client, and we spent less. So next, the part that we love, and this is why it's so important, and we spend a lot of time focusing on the ad copy. If we get a CTR less than 2%, we have a rule set up in Facebook where my team automatically gets a notification and we change the copy.
Yeah,
so that's exactly, and that's why we do the audience hypothesis. And we want to know the thoughts, the feelings, what do they value, what resonates with them the most, and what they truly need, why they need it, knowing the pain points. And that just allows us to speak to them on a personal connection, creating a lifetime customer. So with that being said, who is your ideal customer? I know we talked about it a little bit more in our last call, but I really want to drive this home and figure out exactly who we're going to be targeting so we have some context in our mind and I can start, gearing up the strategy.
Yeah, so women 25 to 50.
Yeah.
So, and we noticed the biggest response was actually probably like 35 and up, 35 to 55 on Facebook seem to be the most. Is household items, like essential household, something that's obviously works on Facebook is an impulse buy and it looks cool in a video and they see it like, oh, I gotta have it, and you target the interest that. Well, you said that now that the Facebook algorithm is pivoting, but we were targeting like Tide, certain cleaners and certain demographics. It was just like targeting with the impulse buy. It seemed people get mad. We had to return their money. We're like, hey, we're so sorry. We had to due to COVID, we can't get that item shipped to you. Like, I still want it. I'm like, I can't like,
what am I supposed to do?
I'm like, people are like bitch us out
make it ourselves,
because they were so attached to that product. I'm like, I literally said empathetic, like, hey, so sorry. Immediately responded like, hey, full refund, and then top it next order, you get 20% off. But we can't do it because it's like the whole world's pretty much shut down, all the supply chains. And like, this is crazy. I want it right now. But it correlates to what you're saying, the pain point. So it was not a pain point; it was just an impulse buy that was like it just really resonated with them.
Yeah, and you actually mentioned something, Jonathan, that just came across my mind in terms of creative. Are you guys able to really produce some good creative for us if we need it?
Yeah, we have a video company we use that does these does two versions of a video, and we do like a first 5 seconds, so like the still image and the first 5 seconds copy for split test, and they provide like little cool videos. You'll see them on the Bougie Barn on certain items. We usually do 5 or 10 at a time, and it's like those cool viral type videos that people share and they tag people in. So
dude, you guys should be crushing it right now. Like you have everything that you need.
Yeah, and then we even hired copywriters for the product description, but then that's another issue. Like we have a really good copywriter, but he's like really expensive. He does like a lot of the big funnels, but he wouldn't, for product, if we're just testing products that like 80% of them we'll get rid of in a month, we're not going to spend exorbitant amount. But he's amazing. But we hired like a couple different ones, like copywriters, and the guy was like, we give him a list, and he's like, oh, I'll have it done next week. We didn't even give him a timeline. And then like, oh, perfect. We'll look forward to it. And then like 3 days after that, when he was supposed to, he's like, oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Like he's making the dates. He's like, I'll get it to you next week. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, then I couldn't get to it on the phone. I was like,
I'll get it to you by Wednesday. That is Wednesday, and then he keeps on doing it. So it's like he sets his own deadlines and then doesn't meet his deadline.
Yeah, so we've had some we always have to usually hire two. We found out that you usually have to hire 2 or 3 people to get the job done.
Yeah. Wow.
Even if that's what their passion is, and like we have multiple businesses, so when people we give them multiple things, so like there's a good pipeline if they do a good job, and we're chill. Like we're not like we're over the shoulder management. We still with your expertise, we'll look at it, but we're not going to sit there and be like over you. We're just like, if you're gonna do it, perfect. We're happy, but if you're just like doing it, what are you doing?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I see that all the time with just the digital space. A lot of
especially the digital space, because no other industry is like that, dude. It's literally nothing else. Because like any other industry, especially at real estate, your reputation would be bad. They would like disown you basically.
And that's definitely the thing, you know. People don't always know someone else's reputation. That's the problem.
Because they have the internet, they could just go onto a new product. They have the internet, they could target anybody. Yep, and they don't have to like be accountable.
Exactly, and that's the problem. So let's hope let's get this fixed for you guys, so you don't have to worry about having another agency ever again. Because the thing is, we're gonna stick with you guys until we get it done, even if we don't charge you, because it's important. So results, that's what matters. But going into your copy, you know, I just want to stress the point of your copy. And by the way, send me over your copywriter, Jonathan. I'd love to talk to him.
His name is Chris Andreas. He's from Vegas. Chris Andreas. He's the let's see, I'll make sure I spell it right. He has he's his own. He's got really cool. And you go to his website. What's he call himself? Chris Andreas. Something copywriter. Chris.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he's on your friend list, maybe on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'll check them out. That's perfect. So, you know, just talking about the copy, you know, let's say your CPMs, you know, your cost to reach 1,000 people is the same, 2 cents per person for the good copy and the expert copy. But going into your CTRs, let's say you're going to get a 1% click-through rate on the good copy, but your expert copy is going to have a 1.5% click-through rate. By the way, we try to get at least a 2%. If it's anything below a 2%, we get a notification on our end and we try to, you know, correct the copy or we do some splits.
Yeah, Facebook rewards you. It gives you better audiences, better audience, higher conversions, lower cost, better outcome. Yep.
Exactly. So yeah, you guys already know. So I'm going to go through this. So your cost per click is going to be $2 for a good copy. Expert copy is going to be $1.32. Your conversion rate is going to be the same on your website. So 2%. But your cost per acquisition, exactly. Your cost per acquisition is going to be $100 on the good copy, and on the expert copy is going to be $66. So that means you're going to net 33% more, and you'll make an extra $33,000 if you're, let's say you have 1,000 orders. So it makes a huge difference. So we're really focused on your ad copy. Now, this is something that I don't think a lot of marketers really do, is we like to nurture cold traffic. And Facebook itself, we started doing this before Facebook even said this, but Facebook
using engaged traffic.
Exactly. Facebook says that your cost per acquisition is going to decrease and that your actual return on ad spend, they saw a significant increase. And I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe they said it was like a 20 or 30% increase, which is huge. So just by, you know, nurturing your cold traffic, not asking them to buy on that first touch point. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So like run PPE traffic. You start off, get the likes, comments, and then use that post ID, and then use that into other campaigns, and basically.
Exactly. It's a lot of engaging. It's a lot of we like to also teach people about the products, talk about their pain points, and then take them through some sequence campaigns. You guys already know this stuff. So, you know, ROI reporting. So this is how we do our ROI reporting. Of course, you guys have the Facebook backend, but we also send a Loom video every 30 days so that you guys know your numbers. Luke is going to be sending that, who's my COO. And, you know, just things to keep in mind. This is a 90-day revenue growth program. We do have an exclusivity policy. So I know in our last call, we talked about your competitors. So what we're going to do on our onboarding form, you just have to, you know, put in all your competitors so that we know not to take them on if they do come to us. And, you know, ready for the cherry on top, which you guys already saw in our ad. We do offer our money back guarantee. So what you guys, just to be fully transparent, seeing how you have absolutely no data, and we're really going to be starting from scratch. What we're going to do for our money back guarantee is we're going to do it over the course of the 90-day period. Okay. So we can't hit our guarantee over 90 days rather than 30 days. So I am going to have to change up the agreement, but that's okay. And I hope you guys understand, simply because 30 days is not enough time to do enough tests. So over the course of 90 days, if we cannot hit that guarantee, I'm going to give you a full refund for wasting your time, and we'll send you an extra check for $1,000, just to say sorry. So
that's the Joel. That's the Joel deal. Joel Kaplan.
That's the Joel Kaplan coming out in me, right?
Get that from Jay Abraham's the first one. I know it's old school marketer, Jay Abraham.
Yeah, well, Joel Kaplan got it from Alex Hormozy. Alex Hormozy got it from Russell Brunson, and Russell Brunson got it from Jay. Exactly. Exactly. That's how it trickled down. But hey, it's a great guarantee, and if you're confident in your results, I have to do it. You know, we're just confident in our results. But what are you guys actually getting in this? You know, you're getting the Black Hawk system. So you're getting the scope paid ads, expert copywriting, nurturing funnel, which is a total value of $31,000. But I'm going to throw in some bonuses. We're going to do an actual 6-step funnel and website audit for you guys. So most of our clients would see like a 20 or 40%. Some of them get a 10%, 20, 40% increase in conversion rate. So this is an example. We took them from 2% to about 3.91% in 3 weeks. And bonus number 2, expert written email campaign. So our copywriters are going to create 4 new campaigns for you guys to blast out to your database. And last but not least, the Let Us Pay You referral program. I know you guys know other e-com brands potentially. Yeah. So, 20 referrals, you can make an extra $120,000 a month.
It could be even like a white label for me just referring you stuff, because I get like I said, we're gonna be hyper focused on just like local lead gen for RV and then HVAC. So if somebody that's that could refer, that could be like kind of a referral system to you.
Exactly. Yeah. We could definitely work something out with that. So, with all those bonuses add together, total value of $44,485. But I want to take a quick break here, do a quick temperature check, see where you guys are at. On a scale from 1 to 10, where are you guys at right now?
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, where are we at? Like,
about a 7.5, 8.
Yeah.
Right.
So where do those other 2 points lie? Just so I know.
Well, no, I never give anything a 10. I never. And the other thing is just based on everything that we've been dealing with, everybody's been saying that they're great. Everybody's been, posting a bunch of different things, and showing like, oh, this is what we've done, and everything. And they've really convinced us and we got excited. But I think maybe I'm just a little bit like reluctant now because we've been, they messed us up. Like 4 different people messed us up and they promised the same stuff, so, nothing against you. It's just like, kind of like, hey, almost like a dog that's been abused in the past. It's like, this person didn't do anything. This person's going to treat it well. But I mean, like, it's going to take a little bit of time to warm up. And then once they warm up, then, I mean, we're yours. You know what I mean? Then we're there 100%. But it's kind of just like, at this point, nothing against you, but we just need proof. And I need it solid. You know what I mean?
I hear you. 1 second, because screenshots don't matter, right? Screenshots are, yes.
Whatever you got, show it. Yeah, I'm not going to say no to anything.
So the high level is is that the reporting tool?
What did you say?
Go high level, is that the reporting tool for like the reports?
Oh yeah, we use it for reports. It's also our CRM, and we use
the text message. Yeah, I met the guy I went to CareCon. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It was like a marketer conference here in Chicago, actually, and the founder was one of the speakers.
Sean Clark.
Yeah, I think it's Sean or the main programmer. He did but either.
I'm good friends with Sean, actually. I interviewed him.
Is he a tall, lengthy guy with a little monkey?
What did you say?
Is he a tall, lengthy guy that always has a monkey in his videos?
Yeah, that's Sean.
I thought he said he was the founder of High Level. So yeah.
Yeah. Let's go check out a few. Can you guys see my screen still?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go into. So actually, let me show you where Taylor was at when we first started. So May 1st to May 31st. Facebook changed their little.
I know though. The UX started to look better. It just like they move stuff around. They always do this. You move it around, then you go to click the button, and then it moves around.
Yeah, it's the worst though. I can't.
I was getting lost, and I got where something to move to.
Add some columns since they decided to change stuff. So let's see. Purchase, return on value. Okay. So this was Taylor May 1st was kind of when we first got started. As you can see, she was, we spent $1,000 on ads. We got her $4,000 back. Now let's jumpstart this let's check out June. Actually, we could check out July too, but let's check out June first. July, you guys can see. So we spent a little bit more on ads. We spent about $3,500, took up to $15,000. But now let's look at July.
5X.
We spent, where is it? We spent $6,000, got about $17,000 back. And as you know, since you guys are marketers, the attribution isn't 100% there yet. So this number is actually going to go up in the next 28 days. So let's also look at Dream Vessels. Here's a perfect example. This is probably more toward where you guys are going to be and want to be. So this was last month for Dream Vessel. Like I said, we spent $14,900 on ads, and we made them $108,000. this is crazy. The attribution went up another $4,000 because I checked this earlier today, and it was only at 104,000, but now it's at 108,000. So we got them pretty nice ROAS, seven extra.
That's huge.
And
what kind of products they sell?
I'm sorry.
What kind of product do they sell?
So they sell candles. Let me actually go to their website. So
Candles.
Expensive candles. This is their site. I really don't understand it. How they make so much money selling this stuff.
I mean, we can put some candles in there too. Or they have Afterpay.
Yeah. So, I know a lot of marketers have those screenshots and stuff like that, but actually, let me also show you another account. This is a small, well, actually, no, this isn't a smaller account. I'll go lifetime actually. So this is the account where she spent so much money. Where is it? So she spent $80,000, generated $1,058,000.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
And I can refresh that. So it's not a screenshot. And I'll show you some worse accounts too. Like here's Party Packs. This is an account that's going to be actually not similar to yours, but she had absolutely no data. We took her on. Ads are off right now, but we're about to turn them back on. It's taken us about 30, 45 days to even get the ROAS to be profitable, just to be fully transparent.
Yeah.
But her budget's a lot less than you guys are going to be spending.
Yeah, the faster you buy data, the faster you get profitable.
Exactly. But, she is profitable now. And now we just have to figure out how to scale it. So at the end of the day, we work like, for example, this client, she's not paying us right now because I don't want her money until we get her results. So, we're going to stick with you guys until we get the job done. And I know there's a ton of marketers out there. So with that being said, what do you guys need to get started today so that you don't have to worry about hiring another marketing agency ever again, and that you can eventually make money off your store? Because I want to set the expectation straight. I don't want to be one of those marketers that say, yeah, we can get you a 10x ROAS in the next week. No, this is going to take time. It's going to take investment. But with those two things combined, you're going to have success.
Yeah. I think we have a good enough. The website looks good. My team did the website. We have a good presentation. Even how I said yesterday with the customer service. I'll show you this. Kind of how, like I said, like how we take care of people and like how we do business. I'll show you. This is the guy today. I don't know if you can see this. Where's the camera?
Yeah. Over a little bit. No, the other way.
Thank you so much. Because his item, basically context to it is a couple items he had our 2 items for our other store. And we had a couple items, and there was a whole issue with Canadian Post was losing items for everyone in Canada. You could Google Canadian Post during COVID, and they were just throwing out people's packages. So the guy said, I really apologize that. I did some research, and it looks like this normally doesn't happen, but I fully refunded you. I thank you again for your patience. And I said, I did some research. It looks like Canadian Post has been losing mail. And it was like, and then I put his name and I gave a custom creative code, a custom discount code of 35%. If you do decide to order again from us, it might, hopefully we could earn your business back. His response was, thank you so much. I look forward to my next order with you. I really appreciate your offer, but I don't want to use the discount code because I understand it wasn't your fault and out of your control, but I like buying from reputable places, and your refund and replies have shown me that I'm dealing with good and reputable people. So he's like, thank you so much. So that's like the kind of like, that's how when I was in my 20s, I did retail sales at BB. I don't know, they don't have any locations anymore, but it was like at the time, $800 million company. Our founder was a billionaire, and I was a number 1 salesperson out of 9,500 people. I'm the first to do 1.5 million a year. And I had all these customer testimonials. I had the most testimonials in the company's history. And that's how I did it. I just took care of people and took care of business. And that's why that's what I'm professional. Like in any of my businesses, I always I bring the best team. I bring everything, the best resources, what I could bring to the table, and do it honest and ethically, and just bust my ass and just take care of people and let the rest follow. So that was just like testimonial, because I said that yesterday. I literally got this email like an hour ago. And it's like, I can tell you're good people. And like, that's, even though we lost $130, I'd rather, earn a customer for life.
Your name is worth more than all the silver and gold in the world. That's what I was always taught.
Yep.
That's what I was always taught. And a good book for you guys is Giftology. Check out that book, Giftology. It teaches you how to take care of customers. It's huge. It's not even really a book. It's kind of like a PDF guide. Well, not a PDF, but it's like a guide. It's like a few pages long. It's amazing. Check it out. I promise you that book change the game for our customer service as well. Like it's huge.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what? Yeah, I think. I mean, if you want to send, I mean, we're ready to move forward. I just want to see what the contract entails, what's the pricing, what's the obviously 3 months. I think that's fair. Because I was thinking that obviously it's gonna take a little time. So we're not with your offer because you're on the on the hook too. We're comfortable with that. You comfortable with that?
Yeah.
So we just want to see kind of like what fees are involved basically, and see if that makes sense for us.
You know what I'm gonna do? Just because I know you guys have been messed up by other agencies, and this is not something I do at all, but since you guys are getting started off and the data is not there yet, I'm not going to charge you a monthly retainer at all because until we get your results, then we have to charge you something. But
Sure.
I'm not going to charge you guys a monthly retainer. We're going to work with you and until we get a positive rose. And only thing I'm going to ask for is a one-time setup so I can pay my team because I do have a team. And with that being said, if let's pretend I was going to invite you to that program, what would you guys say to that?
You said what? I'm sorry.
Let's pretend I was going to invite you guys to that program and we were going to do that. What would you say to that?
No, that's good. Yeah, really.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I would say let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay. So the setup is going to be $19.97. So lower than what my retainer is, like I said, just to pay my team. What I'll do, I can send over the agreement. And then I'm going to actually 1 second. Let me just pull up this. And what we're going to need from you guys is we're going to send over an onboarding agreement that we need you to fill out. Then you're going to have to book in your audience hypothesis call and your launch session. Sure. I'm going to actually send that over to you now. The faster we can move. And then awesome. And then I'm going to send over that DocuSign. It's going to lay out the terms. Like it's going to say on the thing, we're going to work with you guys until we get you guys a positive ROAS. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Jonathan, you have me on Facebook. And yeah, I'm excited, guys.
Thanks, Jared.
I want to do a video. I could be the next video testimony, or we could be the next video testimony, and I could I can almost name drop the other names just so you can target their followers.
Yeah,
no. When you're at the next level, I was in where you were at with the other company that you're probably using. You gotta come here.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna get that from you. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about that. Once we get you guys some results, we're only gonna do it once we get you results. But once we get your results, trust me, that's gonna be the first question that's gonna come out of my mouth.
Awesome, man.
Awesome, guys. If you need anything, feel free to reach out. Once again, congratulations, and we'll talk to you guys on your onboard. Well, not your launch session, but your audience hypothesis call.
Sounds great, man.
Cool.
Thank you, man.
No problem.
Bye.